Dragonmaster saving the Sun Dragon. Chapter 1: Dragons in the Sky. Drake shaded his eyes from the sun. He was standing in the belly of the clouds behind King Roland's castle. Not long ago, Drake had never ever been to the castle, but now he lived there, and he had an important job. He was a Dragonmaster, someone who had been chosen by the Dragonstone to work with dragons. Above him, 3 dragons flew in the bright blue sky, gripped. The wizard Chu taught the young Dragonmaster watched as the dragons practiced flying. Vulcan, the big red fire dragon, flew across the valley. He shot a burst of the fire into the air. "Nice one!" yelled his Dragonmaster, Rory. She had hair as red as Vulcan flames. Shoo, a beautiful blue water dragon, didn't have wings. She glided through the air, riding the boat, her Dragonmaster, watching her with a peaceful smile on his face. The best view was a yellow and white sun dragon creepy. He looped and swirled in the air. Then a rainbow streamed from her mouth. It cut across the sky. Creepy Dragonmaster, Anna, dancing on the grass below her dragon. Her long black hair swung behind her. Drake's dragon, Worm, was not like other dragons. He was an earth dragon with a long round body. He couldn't fly, but Drake had just learned Worm could move things with the powers of his mind. What another amazing thing can Worm do? Drake wondered. He knew he had ever more to learn about his dragon. It feels good to be outside, right, Worm? Drake asked. The green dragonstone around Drake's neck tingled a bit. He smiled. Each of the Dragonmaster were a peace stone dragon. It helped them connect with and train their dragons. When the stone glowed, Drake knew that he had Worm had very strong connection. Drake could sometimes hear Worm's voice inside his head when they were connecting, but the other Dragonmaster stone had not glowed yet. Drake looked back up the sunny sky. Kirby's whole body shone with light. Drake understood. "Oh, I get it. Kirby has life powers because she's a sun dragon, right?" Drake asked the other Dragonmaster. Nervous note. "Of course that's why. It's just like how fire dragons have fire powers and water dragons have water powers, where we can be friendly sometimes," thought Drake. And other times, and another time she's not friendly at all. His face turned red. "I'm still learning," he said. "I haven't been a Dragonmaster as long as you." Rory, Bo, and Anna had already been training for weeks, and Drake got to the castle. He still felt like he had a lot of changing up to do. Above him, Vulcan swooped down from the sky, showing up the snowing another steam of fire. It hit the ground right next to Griffith, and the grass burst into flames. The wizard jumped to sight. "Careful there, Vulcan," Griffith called out. He pointed his finger at fire. The water flowed from his fingertip, and the flame went out. Drake's eyes grew wide. I will never get tired of studying wizard magic, he said to Bo, who was standing beside him. Bo nodded. Drake looked over at Worm. The dragon's eyes glowed bright green. That's strange, thought Drake. His eyes glow when he's using his power. What could he be using his power on right now? Worm was starting up at the sky. Drake followed Grace. Worm was looking at Creepy high up in the air. Her white wings had stopped flapping. Worm must have sensed that she was in trouble. Watch out! Creepy's falling! Drake yelled. Dragonmaster, saving the Sun Dragon. Chapter 2, A Sick Dragon. And I looked up to third screen. The other Dragonmaster also looked to the sky. Griffy pointed a finger at Griffy. I'll try to slow her down, the wizard cried, lighting silk from the finger. But before Griffy could use his magic, a red blue shot across the sky. It was Vulcan flying faster than Drake had ever seen him flying before. He looked for Creepy and grabbed her with his first claws. Go, Vulcan! Rory cheered. Vulcan flew in the circle around the valley, slowing down. Then he gently placed Creepy in the grass. Everyone ran to Creepy. The dragon's eyes were closed. Her breath was loud and heavy, and a sword. Creepy's head. Oh, Creepy, are you all right? She asked, her voice shaking. Creepy leaned over Creepy, frowning. I'm afraid she doesn't look well, he said. And I turned to Wizard. She had seen a little of the silence last week and turned when the tunnel caved in. She gets tired easily, and sometimes her eyes look cloudy. I should have said something. Griffy put a hand on her shoulder. It's not your fault, Anna, he said. But are you sure Creepy only started looking sick after that night tunnel? Anna slowly nodded her head. Yes, she was fine before then. Grateful and Rory looked at one another a week before. They had all tried to sneak out of the castle with their dragon. Since King wouldn't want to keep the dragons a secret, most dragon training had to take place underground. The Dragonmaster had only wanted to get outside to do some night flying. Then a glowing red orb had flowed into the tunnel that led to the valley. The red wall of light scared Vulcan, so he tried to get away. His huge body banged into the tunnel walls, and he made the tunnel cave in. They were trapped. Worm used his mind power to help them escape. He broke up a big rock blocking the tunnel using only his thought. Worms had saved them all. But now something was wrong with Creepy. Why did you ask about cave-in, Griffith? asked Bo. A red worries me, Griffin answered. It must have been made by a dark wizard. He had, as I had feared. and dark magic can make some dragons sick. So Crippet's insult is connected to that weird wall, as said Anna. And the other dragons were okay because they're not sun dragons? I think so, said Griffin. Do you know any dark lizards? Drake asked with shiver. No time for tea now, said Griffith with a wave of his hand. Suddenly, Rory cried out, Look, Crippet's getting up. The dragon had opened her eyes and was standing on her 4 legs. She looked well enough to walk back to the dragon's cave. Griffith said, Come along. He led Dragonmasters and their dragons back through the tunnel. The tunnel led to the big underground dragon realm. There, each dragon had a small cave. When they got there, a big man with red hair waited for them. He wore a vest with a gold dragon swan on it, and a metal crown on his head. 2 guards stood behind him. Griffith stopped. King Roden, he said, what you bring you down there? The king frowned. What is this I hear about a sick dragon? 5